welcome to Sports in 60 Minutes right here in Ireland. Today was a great week. We had too many sporting events, and right here we'll share all our thoughts with you. I'm Femi Farawe. We've got great company. There's Opeyemi, Imoru, there's Olamide Onwuka, and there's Prince Will Opeyemi. And Prince, let's start off with you this morning. It's good to see you as well. Now, I know you've seen quite a lot of generational boxers talking about the heavyweight division. If you're going to create a Mount Rushmore, does Alexander Usyk enter it?
I think so. He's a fantastic boxer.
Who would the four be there?
First and foremost on my list will be Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Leon Spinks, and Mike Tyson.
Wow, Leon Spinks. You went for Spinks. Yeah. Mike Tyson, but that means Usyk doesn't enter.
If you look at the pedigree of Usyk, he falls within the, would I say Generation X? He's a fantastic boxer.
No, not Generation X, no.
Okay.
Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Yeah.
Okay. He's a fantastic boxer, but you're looking at power punches and technicalities. Yeah. This four I've just mentioned falls into it. He's a great boxer, no doubt about that. If I take away Leon Spinks and bring in Usyk,
so that means he'll be your fifth boxer on the list, right?
Exactly.
So for the top four, Mount Rushmore. Do you guys agree or do you disagree? Usyk, greatest of all time, top four or not?
I totally agree because I mean, it's
you agree with four or you agree with outside of four?
No, with five.
No. So that means he's number five.
Number five.
Not number four.
So there are great boxers who've done the trade before. So
any change you're going to make to what Prince Will has done? Because Prince Will is supposed to be one of the biggest
I probably
hitters.
would. Did you call George Foreman?
Yes, I did.
No, you said Leon Spinks.
You said Leon
Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali, and Mike Tyson.
Joe Frazier, yeah.
I would call Ali. I'll put George Foreman. I'll put Joe Frazier. I'll put Tyson, and I'll put Usyk.
How about you?
I think I'll add Evander Holyfield.
Oh, that's also good. Oh, goodness. That's also a good boxer. Any name you're taking out of the top four?
No.
I think Usyk deserves to be in the conversation. I put him in top four.
Top five.
I put him in top four.
Top five for me.
I think he's taking out. You beat what's in front of you.
Yeah.
Fortunately, unfortunately for Ali, Ali had Foreman and Joe Frazier. Then Spinks later on. Mike Tyson came out later and he had the likes of him and the Holyfield.
Mine and the Spink were two.
Yes, there were two. There were two. Yes. There was also Lennox Lewis, I remember.
Yes, Lennox Lewis.
I know, I think he was the last three crowns.
Yeah, 2 crowns.
Yeah, or 3 belts. All right, so that's what we've got lined out, including some big stories coming in from the Women's Cup of Nations finals later tonight. We're looking through our predictions and thoughts from the transfer world. Let's head for our first break. We'll come back and start off stories later. Okay, so welcome back. Well, we've got great stories coming out, and we're going to be starting off from a tournament I do believe we've got the personnel, coaching, and player-wise to win. Squad list has been released by the national team manager, talking about no other person but our humble coach, Eric Schell. It's a very good team, and we can go back and forth on some of the selections he's made. But the major problem ahead of the African Nations Championship, CHAN, which will be in Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda, Prince Will, is the fact that Nigerian referees will be missing from this tournament. And I know you've always spoken about what we need to do to get to that level, but currently that's a big problem for us.
It's a good omen for us.
Good omen?
No,
really?
no Nigerian referees.
It's a first.
I don't understand.
Today has to be a holiday.
You see, the crop of referees we have, if you talk about level of intelligence, I give it to them. But their personality is almost at zero. They've refused to learn. They've refused to take what you call advocacy, as the case may be. Or else, how do you explain to somebody outside the world there that Nigeria, as quote-unquote giant of Africa, with the areas of talents we have, with the number of games and the league we have, we don't have one single referee, which means something is very, very wrong down there.
Could it be as a result that maybe, based on all the challenges we have, CAF just sort of overlooks us?
No.
Is it a CAF problem?
No, Olamide, before you come in, see, there's always a report you send back to the International Referee Organization. And mind you, there are external monitors who undertake and study whatever you're doing. Most times when you try to tell our referees back at home that what you're doing is wrong, they bully you, especially with journalists. But you're forgetting that there are other assessors who takes direct report back to the International Referee Association, and that counts. So it is not what we do here and we feel nothing happens. It happens out there. It's a very bad image to us. It's also a good omen because we need to sit up and put things right. Your life is a very serious matter.
It's a good omen.
Yes, it's a good omen. I don't think we don't like it.
Well, for me, I think this goes to show the level of two things. Actually, you can look at it from two different sides, from CAP's side and from the Nigerian perspective. Number one, the level of disrespect and disregard from the Nigerian perspective. Because are you saying that amongst the entire refereeing association, the entire bodies of referee that we have in Nigeria, not one is worthy enough to make the assistant referee, the technical committee? None.
I agree. No, I agree that
Not
none.
one.
I agree that none can make the VAR because we don't even have VAR in Nigeria.
You see, I didn't even call
you're
the
not
VAR.
trained on that,
I didn't
right?
even call the VAR.
But the assistant referee wants to. Like you mentioned.
None.
Okay, let me ask you technically. Who makes up the assistant referee? Is it not the same referee?
Yes.
So if you're saying somebody who cannot comport himself on the pitch of play, you want to put him as an assistant referee?
No, Prince, does it mean that we don't have good enough?
Competent referees.
I'm not a spokesman. I'm not a spokesman for the Nigerian Referees Association.
We watched the MPFL.
They've made series of bad judgment. We've seen calls.
So does it mean that all the referees in the MPFL, they are bad?
No, not all.
Not
the referees.
one is good.
No, not all the referees. Cumulatively, whatever reports FIFA has gotten, or the association responsible for referees internationally has gotten, is impeding on the referees association.
I think we're being this.
No, I disagree with you there.
I think CAF is taking Nigeria.
I disagree with you there.
Honestly
Don't
speaking.
politicize this thing.
No, it's not about politics.
I disagree with you.
I'm not
But it's about
politicizing
politics.
anything.
No, but it's about politics.
But the fact still remains
the
that
politics
look
here
at
is that-
WAFCON. We only had one. One.
Femi
You were compensated.
Femi was the only person.
You
And to me, I feel like that was compensation. I'm just saying that Chan of all tournaments.
Chan, you call it Chan.
We don't have Chan. Not
You
one
call it Chan.
referee, not one.
Are you aware? Are you aware that the level of impetus you carry
Yeah.
brings respect?
Why do you always speak English? And I just
Oh,
said,
no,
why?
no,
No,
They
no,
don't
no,
speak-
no,
why
no,
they
tell
speak
me,
English?
tell me.
There's
Is that
nothing
what you mean?
anybody would tell
What do you
me.
mean of impetus?
This is pure disrespect.
What you bring to
Because
bear
I don't
in the
go to
party-
school. What do you mean of impetus?
If you don't go to school, go and learn.
Femi, in
No.
simple English, this is disrespect.
It's not disrespect
It
anymore.
is. It's disrespect.
It is good omen for us to go and correct our
It
mistakes.
is
It's a
disrespect to
good
our
woman.
football, to
Yes.
Nigerian football, to
Why
our
do you think Nigeria will
everything.
finish in the tournament?
Chan,
Yeah.
we can't win the tournament.
Where do you think?
Okay, where do I think?
Yes.
Candidly speaking, I'm going to be honest. I was just going off the group stage.
Also, you admitted so you've admitted that many times when you're not honest.
Excuse me, don't
Because
put
you
words
just
in my
said, no,
mouth.
that you just said I'm going to be honest. So that means the other times you're not honest.
No, I've always been honest. But
So
it
why did
is
you have to now
It is
explain?
you.
You guys have anything.
It is you.
What did I do?
The Chan Eagles will get to the quarterfinals. You see, I've always had a problem.
You
But just say group stage
She
now.
said group
now.
stage.
No, I said they'll go out of the group stage. And when you go out of the group stage, round of
Okay,
16
go out to the group stage.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
go
okay.
out.
Yes.
Because when you say
Oh,
go out
that
to
means
the
they will advance.
They
will
will
advance,
Okay, this
okay.
is English. Speak the one with they will qualify for the next round. Because when you say they will go out, I interpreted they will jack.
No,
That was what I thought too. That was what I
You can say
thought
again, I'm
too.
not wrong again.
Okay, pardon my worry mix up with
Okay,
setting.
okay.
I'm going towards one of your friends, the way she goes about it. But the truth is this, quarterfinals, my best bet. And this is a problem. I've always advocated that somebody should tell me or show me the sociologists attached to our national team. Mental ability comes to play, and at that level, we have issues.
Or when the squad will be released, what do you think?
I think a very good squad. The coaches have been with the guys for a couple of weeks and if not months, and they've picked the best. But for me, I'm looking forward to what will happen in the midfield, because when you check the midfield very well, you only see creative midfielders. I could hardly find a defensive midfielder in that particular squad. But let's see what let's see how it pounds out.
All right, so Prince, let's come back to you. You had quite a great time last week. You were far away in Abeokuta, going through the sight and sound of the ancient city. And to be fair, I heard quite a lot of things you did. A lot of those shenanigans you were up to. So what
And I
did you
enjoyed every one of them.
That's the CAA under 18 and under 20 Athletics Championship. I heard all. I got about that your dossier. It flew my hand. But let's talk about this event.
Well, it was quite an interesting event for the three countries present.
The athletics was interesting.
Yes.
The athletics.
Athletics was
Perfect.
interesting. 937
But
athletes.
did you get up to any marathon at all?
No.
Okay, all right.
But all in all, we saw young men who came to showcase the raw talents they have.
You didn't see young women.
Okay, young men and women. Thank you for that correction.
Yeah.
But the interesting part of it all was that, which is also a very bad signal for us. The South Africans were all over us. Very competitive. And either you like it or not, it simply shows that Africa has this potential to shine at the biggest stage in the world.
For me, I think like I was watching highlights of the Africa Under-20, Under-18 Championship, and the part that really caught my attention was the track event. I mean, I saw Nigerian doing clean sweeps in the relay.
Oh, that we're pretty good at that.
Yeah,
we're very good at that.
But you know, I'm just asking myself the question now: what next for these guys?
They go to the next level, the national sports level.
What next for these guys? Do you know it's really difficult. You see, fine, we say we want to catch them young, but then we don't see these guys transiting into, you know, becoming.
Oh no, we do. We see a few of them.
We do. All of them actually.
So it's like footballers. We hear that was about 1,000 footballers go through academies in the Premier League, and then maybe only 100 make it into the big time, right?
Big time, yeah.
So the point here is, and I'm speaking loosely, is young people develop differently.
Yeah.
And I remember many of them under 18 teenagers, under 20 still a bit, because you're a teenager till you're 19.
Yeah,
right? So you see a lot of them grow, and some of them maybe chase other career, go back to school, get a career somewhere else. Some may try, I mean, not, you know, injuries play a role. Some people pick up injuries and then don't go. Some people know that they probably won't cut it at the elite level. Some people don't have the financial backing to move to that level. So there are quite a number of things that will not make a lot of them not get to that stage. Think about the underage tournament, football. And I'm using football intentionally because I'm trying to pass a message. International, even some of the best teams in the world, England, France, Spain, not everybody who goes for under 20 on that age. Some will not. Some will just go on and become coaches. Some will go on and become administrators. Some will even get a different profession. Right? So I think we should just enjoy it. And all I know is that Prince Will sir, had a great time.
I did.
I'm sure he had a great time.
Under the rock.
Under the rock. Thank you.
Did you show Rumour while you were there?
I didn't. There was no time.
What were you doing? You had no
It was walk.
I remember last week we were trying to talk to Princeville.
Yeah.
And he said, I'll talk to you at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. I'm like, Olamide, when are we going to talk to Princeville? He says Princeville is not picking calls. I'm like, at 10 a.m. in the morning?
Well, the network was present by the
Obviously. I probably called.
Why do you keep explaining
You put your phone on air flight mode.
I'm on air.
Okay. All right, so that's that for me. There were loads of positive stories from the Athletics Championship. We hope Nigeria improves, looks a lot better, and then hopefully the World Athletics Championship.
Who won it actually?
This year.
South Africa did.
For those who are not aware.
South Africa did. South
Who
Africa
came second?
got,
Who came second?
gold medals. Yeah, so
Who came second?
Nigeria.
That's all we need to know.
But the second edition is coming up in Tunisia, 2026,
Okay.
2027. Okay.
All right, so let's go to this night's final. Nigeria, Morocco, the Women's Cup of Nations. Everyone is going to Mission X. I just think that, look, let's go on to the game. It pits two of the best teams we've seen so far in this tournament. Morocco have played arguably the best sort of football. Let's get your thoughts on this one. They're also led by a World Cup winning coach in Jose Vidal, who led Spain to their last triumph. He's up against a local coach, Justin Madugu, who we will not deny has a better squad compared to what Morocco is boasting. Who wins this one?
I think I'll definitely go for Nigeria going for the 10th title, because at this stage I think there is no going back and there is nothing to stop them. I don't think the Moroccans will be able to do that, because the last time they met, it took Morocco, Nigeria having 2 red cards for them to be able to beat.
Morocco have changed.
Yeah, and that Nigeria that played too have changed. They are now wiser.
It's a lot younger.
Yeah, they are now even more wiser and they'll be more professional, because a whole lot is going to go down in Rabat, because I think they have the 12th man behind them, and I think
12th man. Do you see people in the stadium?
For Morocco matches is always filled to the brim. I think for other teams, it wasn't as that. Even all the games Nigeria has played in Casablanca, you hardly find people in the stadium. But for Morocco, it's always filled to the brim, and that is the 12th man I'm talking about. Same thing applied in 2022. So I think the Nigeria should brace up. There will be a whole lot. I think their fans are a bit hostile, and a whole lot went down in 2022, and I think it's going to be a reputation of that. So I believe the girls are going to go for the 10th win in with WAFCON.
All right, so let's go now into predictions, right? I'm just going to see what we've got on ground. Olamide, let's start with you. predictions for this game? Because I know you're also going to say Nigeria.
Yeah, Nigeria.
Right? The only person that may not say Nigeria.
No, Prince
we
will
know who
say Nigeria. I'm 100% positive.
It's Prince Will.
I'm 100% positive that he will. In
Mr.
fact,
P.
He will.
And that P is not for Prince Will. The P is for pessimists.
He will say it. He will say it. For me, I think it's going to be a close encounter. I think Nigeria will just nick it by 2-1.
Mr. Prince Will.
Obviously.
I wanted to call you Mr. P, but I said no. You.
Excuse me. Femi, you just like looking for trouble.
How?
Super Falcons. I've been an ardent supporter of the Super Falcons.
Yeah, you have.
And my love for them knows no bound. Outright victory 2-0.
Okay.
We're going to keep a clean sheet.
If we look at it, the Moroccans have not scored too many goals.
But with the way they played the Ghanaians, right? And obviously Ghana scored first. The Moroccans came back in second for the fight. And what you cannot deny about Morocco is how they play.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, if we can ever get
wings.
Yes, if we can ever get to that stage of play as a team, because I'm never bothered about the local scene. I always think that I think we'll win this title without even breaking sweat. My problem with this team, and I always say it, is when we get to the international stage, there's no point being a local champion.
That has always been the problem.
If you get, because I've heard a lot of people criticize Waldron, and we spoke of started by the last game you mentioned, Nigeria, Morocco. But what Waldron did to that team was take them to the world stage, and we saw them challenge the best,
They did.
including England, who went into penalties.
They did.
If you're going to play beautiful and win, that's great. But there's no point playing the way we've played and then get to the international stage and then just start chopping goals. I think we'll beat Morocco comfortably. I was going to go for a 3-1 margin. But since the guys have all thought 2-1 to 0 because the final, see how it goes.
I think 2-1 too.
But I think 3-1.
I don't think there will be much goals in that because everybody will.
And I give credit to the manager. I've always been very critical of him. But one thing I must admit is that I think he's learned on the job. And when I say learn on the job, start first 2 games, played Asisat. Yes. Played Asisat Oshoala in the first 2 games. Game 3, obviously played a weakened side or its second team, not weakened side, second team. By the time we get to the knockout stage, Zambia, Asisat didn't start. That shows he's learned something. Our first 2 games, we played Deborah Abiodun. She picked up yellow cards in the first 2 games, right? Dropped her in the 3rd game. She was suspended for the 3rd game. By the 4th game, didn't start. Didn't start against South Africa, came off the bench. It shows he's learning, he's evolving.
And I think the team's players actually evolved as well.
Ihezuo started the game against South Africa, right? Echegini started the game against South Africa. So he's looking for new options in different places to make the team better. So that's my thoughts.
But I think the Super Falcons have one edge. And for each game, they've been able to take that advantage. This psychological build-up of the girls, the confidence has grown from each game. And that would be a very great factor against the Moroccans.
I also think their energy level will also help them.
Yeah, exactly.
They're quite energetic in their markings.
Especially
really
Ihezuo at the front.
Yeah, if I have to know everybody who cares to listen at home, I'm going to be watching the game chest open, no shirts, just in front of the TV. That's my own way of supporting him. I know he won't say anything now. He won't.
Okay.
All right, so that's what it is. Let's see how it turns out. Let's go for a break. When we come back, we've got more to share right here. All right, let's turn now to transfer stories, where it's everywhere. Victor Osimhen signed, sealed, delivered. Galatasaray. Galatasaray. Which one is it? Right. Not Ray. No. Not Galatasaray. Galatasaray.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I have to start pronouncing Galatasaray, not Ray. All right. Olamide, good move, bad move. What do you think?
I think it's a child of necessity.
When I mean good move, we've debated it.
Yes.
But with the terms of the contract, is it a good move?
Yeah. Like I said, I think it's a child of necessity. Everything that happened in this deal, from the fee, from the entire process, it was just something that just had to happen. So for me, I think it's a win for Galatasaray, it's a win for Napoli. But for Osimhen, is it a win? I'm not so sure about that. But this is just the way out of Napoli from the hellhole that he's been in for a while. So congratulations to him. And I think let's just see how the deal unfolds.
Anyone else got any thoughts about it?
For me, I think he has the choice. He has made a choice. We should respect that choice.
Of course, it's his decision at the end of the day.
All right, let's move away from that. Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. Anyone? Okay, you want to talk about that?
I think it's a necessity. Your previous club don't want you again. Just have to be somewhere anyhow.
Take the pressure in
Even
Barcelona?
if it takes the fact that you're going to sit on the bench all your life, you just have to go somewhere. So I think that's the case of Marcus Rashford.
Because can he take the pressure in Barcelona?
So for me, I think Rashford will play a role in Barca, but not the starring role. I think because if you look at the fact that there were lots of options for Barcelona on the table that didn't materialize. They obviously needed a left winger, and they couldn't get what they wanted, so they had to go for what was available, and that was Rashford. So definitely the coach needed someone to play on the left wing. Couldn't get what he wanted, got Rashford. So for him to make a request for a left winger, there was definitely a need for it.
I feel that the coach made the request because he wants to play Rafinha as a 10.
Yeah.
Right? He can still do that now with Rashford.
So, and I've heard quite a lot of reports, and everyone keeps saying, oh, Rashford will obviously be the player who comes off the bench to be Rafinha, Lewandowski, and Yamal. But again, I think that there's quite a lot of things Rashford brings, and we've seen him do that over and over again.
Yeah.
One of the things is he always shows up in a final game.
He always
Shows up
does.
against big teams.
Yeah.
And I'm just casting positive thing into the wind by saying, I feel he would show up for this team. I think he would be a starter on the left. Rafinha playing the middle. Because he's got the likes of Omo, Gavi, they've had that fair share of injuries.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a success.
I think it's
I think
a
it'll
good
be a
move
success
for
because he knows
I think so.
at 27,
Yeah.
this is his last opportunity to crack
Exactly,
it at the highest level.
Big time.
And maybe go to the World Cup next year.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a good move.
Right.
That's my opinion. Prince Will, Chelsea's been linked with Xavi Simons. I think that's also a confusing story because I've been asking myself, where he won't play?
That's the big question. When I saw that news, I was like, I hope Chelsea is not also trailing the route Manchester United is trailing.
What
Because-
route Manchester United is
Buying
trying?
players they don't need.
Exactly.
Buying players they don't need.
Exactly.
I'm not
But-
asking you,
but-
Olamide.
No, but me, I'm answering you. You
But
don't
I'm a
need to
fact
ask
for me. The club knows what they want, and they're actually trying to build up from every angle. So it could be a management decision.
In their defense, Chelsea has actually won 2 trophies. They won the Club World Cup and the Conference League.
Conference
So
League.
it wasn't really.
So they should be
wasted
buying
investment.
nonsense.
They've been buying, but they've won, unlike
Why
the
do you
clubs
say
that I
nonsense?
know.
For me, I think it's a confusing transfer. I don't know why they're actually going for him.
So I think their plan is to sell, right? I think they've listed a couple of players that they want to sell.
Nicholas Jackson is going.
Renato Vega will leave. A couple of them will also leave. They're getting some income.
Yeah, but I'm still wondering
some
that
players will also leave.
João Pedro can play as a 10,
Yeah.
as an 11, or
Yeah.
as a 9.
Mm-hmm.
You bought Delap, so that means
Yeah.
you already have 2 forwards. And
Yeah.
Kuku has not gone yet.
Yeah.
Who can also play as a 10. Xavi Simons' favorite role is that same Cole Palmer role.
Yeah, the Cole Palmer role.
So that means you have about 3 people who can play, 3 or 4 people who can play that Cole Palmer
In
role.
case of
Don't forget that
necessity.
Chelsea have more competitions than
They have cup games, they have Champions League.
But you don't
League.
bring
At the
no.
depth in
But
squad.
the thing here is, and I'm not speaking because I know more than the guys who are going to buy.
Yeah.
You don't bring people who naturally start for their clubs
To
who
come
are-
and sit.
To
to
come
sit
and
on the
sit.
bench.
Yeah.
Enzo know what he wants.
Because they brought in Gittins.
They have,
Gittins is going to play from the left also.
of course.
Enzo know what he wants.
Pedro Neto is going to play from the right or the left. So you have quite a lot of options on the flanks.
In their defense, some players will leave, like Joao Felix is leaving. A couple of attacking players will be leaving the club as well.
All right.
So let's hope that these ones will just come block the gaps that will be made up open.
All right, so let's go to Manchester City. Jose Koundé is on their want list. Anyone want to take that one?
Manchester City.
Yeah, they're looking for a
Manchester
right back. They
United.
haven't bought a right back, by the way. They bought 4 players, but no, they played Matheus Nunes
Yeah.
as a right back. What do you think? I think it's a good move.
Yeah, I think the thing is, will Barca sell? That's the question.
Barca
Because
needs money, don't they?
right now, yeah, as much as they need money,
Money,
they
I
have
don't
some
think they
players.
want to sell
Koundé
Koundé.
was one of their outstanding players last season, and I don't think Barca will sell. So they're already negotiating the contract. City being City, they will always try to inquire. So I think it's just more or less inquiry, but I don't think there's road in
Take
that
nothing
list.
for granted.
Of course, it's football; anything can happen.
Okay, let's talk about Raheem Sterling to RB Leipzig. That's also a move. We hear Bayer Leverkusen are also interested in him.
I think Sterling should go to anywhere. Bayern Leverkusen.
Before you go on, is it
I'll
Eric
be
Ten Hag
Leipzig.
that is interested in him or Bayer Leverkusen? Let's get this story straight.
Bayer Leverkusen.
You should better go to anywhere.
I think it's the coach.
You guys, I don't like the way you're talking about Raheem Sterling. Come on, man. I don't like it. He's a good player.
Nobody is saying he's not a good player, but
He's always moving every transfer.
time and season happens.
That's it.
Somebody said something online. Said, can somebody tell Alvaro Morata that he doesn't necessarily always have to be involved in every transfer window? Because
Well, he's been involved in this one.
he's
going to Como
He's
already.
going to Como.
Yeah. It's gonna move. All right, so let's wrap up the show by making some prediction. Club-friendly matches are lined out, and our able producer had picked out some of those big games for us. Everton, Bournemouth.
Okay, who's taking that one?
Anyone can take it. Make your prediction.
Everton and Bournemouth. You know, it's the Premier League Summer Series.
Olamide is not speaking plenty English. Predict the match.
Okay.
Sean is very someone speak. Like say you tell me who.
Bournemouth to win 2-1.
Like say you tell me who won't play from beginning to end. Who go just pick the match?
2-1, Bournemouth.
Because these two teams there,
Clown,
it just I'm like, I look at their strikers. I'm like, oof,
What's wrong with their
I
strikers?
beg.
2-1.
I don't like that. I will not lie. If I did not know better, I'd have been thinking our producer was drinking. He was writing this fixture on the list. Like what?
2-1 for Bournemouth.
Arsenal is playing Newcastle this weekend.
Yeah.
Instead, you want me to watch Everton Bournemouth.
Are we not going to watch that one as well? We're taking that one now.
We're taking the Arsenal. This
Yes,
is
we're
Newcastle.
taking it, of course.
Arsenal Newcastle.
Yes.
Arsenal
I
Newcastle.
can even take it as well if you want me to.
Arsenal Newcastle.
Do you want me to take the prediction?
Take your position.
I think it's going to be a win for Arsenal.
Okay. Does anybody disagree with that?
Why are you looking at me? Somebody said
I said, let me ask you now.
he predicted. You should
But
have
Arsenal would win now. Do you expect
I'm asking you
Newcastle
if you have a contrary opinion now.
I don't have any opinion. He predicted.
Which opinion do you have?
None.
You like it like that?
Yes.
He obviously likes it like
You
that
want it
now.
like that.
No, I like it like
He likes it
that.
like that.
I don't think the Newcastle team is as good as last year.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
I also don't think
I know that Elanga has joined, but I think something has just broken in that team since the story of Issa came around about wanting £300,000 a week or moving to Liverpool. And now Liverpool have signed Ekitike. So I think Arsenal for me as well. Manchester United against West Ham.
Man, you all the way.
You know, I like Man United. They win all their friendly matches. When season starts, don't go match.
Man, you all the
Onana
way.
is out injured, dude.
Bro, when John go match up,
Well, Onana should stay injured.
who wants to now play?
Anybody should. In fact, a fly should be there.
Bayende
should stay injured.
is not that good though.
Meanwhile, I
All
don't know
of
what's
them.
up. There's a goalkeeper, Emi Martinez. What's wrong with Mayu?
No, again, Man U are working on the budget. PSR or
Yeah.
whatnot.
They sell
Who has bought any
Who has
players?
bought of any of
because of
them?
the wages that.
No, it's not the wages.
Not all of them.
Not all of
I
them.
agree that yes, the likes of what's his name, yes, the likes of Anthony, but you haven't mentioned the likes of Garnacho. He's not a lot of money.
Sancho.
Sancho is a lot of money.
Okay.
Sancho is a lot of money, but Garnacho, yes, Malacia, yes.
Sancho is moving.
Sancho
Sancho is moving. There's a possibility. We had to deal with Juventus collapse. So yeah. So let's see how it turns out. But everyone agrees. Man United to win. Yeah.
Yes, they
yeah.
should.
All right. Okay. Before we leave, let's ask guys what the fun stuff is this weekend. We didn't have the opportunity last week. Euros. Yes. Don't have to whisper. Say it out loud.
Euros.
All right. So you're going to do the Euros. England, Spain. Right.
The final.
The final. Olamide, remember this.
Yeah, let me leave that for me.
Why?
I
Ladies
think
first.
the Euros has been awesome so far. I was thinking the German we are going to be in the final, but it is what it is. But I'm looking forward to Spain clinching this.
England.
Yeah. For the fact that they are defending champion, but I want Spain to win this so that
Have you watched all the
so that
games?
everywhere
Everywhere
will calm down.
Have you? Oh, okay. You're attributing the Lioness to Chelsea.
The fact that England will always be
They are loud. They are loud.
Well, I think the English girls have really shown something. They've shown dexterity and courage on the field of play, especially when they came back from that
2-0 deficit against Germany.
I see them defending the trophy.
Big thanks to you for joining us on Sports in 60 Minutes right here in our Rival Studios. Big thanks to Prince Will, Olamide Opeyemi, and I'm Femi. Until we catch you next time, have yourself a great weekend. Until then, make sure you stay good.